What's going on, everybody? Pop Principal here with another Funko Pop review, and today we have Bishop, Funko exclusive from the X-Men '97 show. Now, Bishop is one of my one of those characters that was pretty striking to me and stood out just because he was a black character, and back then in the early '90s, might not have been the most common thing to see in certain shows. So, you know, X-Men has always had an extreme diversity in its groups, and I'm glad whenever I was introduced to the X-Men, which was by way of the animated show, they had a multitude of characters. Bishop was one of those characters. I'm like, okay, cool. He has an interesting past. He came from the future, trying to give a warning to the current X-Men, and had a very interesting part of the team. So wonder how he'll play out in this new '97 X-Men '97 show, but I'm looking forward to it. Love the design of this character, and with that being said, let's get right into an out-of-box look of Bishop. And here we have an out-of-box look of Bishop. The most striking thing to me that's different from the original version, which is the hair. He has a short hairstyle in this show rather than a longer one, which in the comics, I believe most of the time he had longer hair. Maybe he has shorter hair, but you see he comes in that blue, which is fun. Blue is my favorite color, so I love how the details in this stand out with that lighter and darker blue uniform, with the yellow highlights. He has the red bandana going across his neck, which looks pretty cool. He has the X-Men logo on his belt, and he does have the gun in the back of his uniform, rather than in hand like the original Bishop came out with. You see the different shading and highlights of the more stylized look of the show. And then of course he's a mutant, so he has the M marking on his eye, which is wild to think the concept of, and why they would actually do that to identify him with, even though if you can't tell he's a mutant by his appearance, without him doing anything or showing his powers, you know, from the tattoo. So yeah, interesting story he has, and I'm glad we got this type of character in the show. So with that being said, let's get right into a comparison shot of Bishop. And here we have a comparison shot of the two Bishops from the Funko waves thus far. You see their uniform is similar, but not exactly the same. Bishop is showing off his power in the Walgreens exclusive, and he has the gun in hand. And this Bishop is just doing a pose with no weapons or powers being shown. So you see the skin tone is a little darker in the '97 version. They both have the mutant M, of course, and you see those hairstyles being different as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to connecting with this character and seeing where they actually go with him, and what is his role throughout all the characters, because there's a pretty deep roster on the show. So, and I don't know how much you can actually put in from each character from show to show, but hopefully we get a good little story from Bishop, and he plays an important role. And with that being said, like, subscribe, tune in. Appreciate you guys for watching. Be on the lookout for more reviews. Pop Principal out.